Government is a lot like sausage. Most people like to eat it, but nobody likes to know how it's made. But I'd like to thank you all today for helping to make this sausage. I also want to thank you for the opportunity to provide comment to this budget process. You have some serious decisions ahead of you. Limited resources with virtually unlimited needs. We've heard a lot of those people speaking today. It makes me cry when I think about it. But either way, I pray for your discernment and your wisdom in this process as you go through it. But $62.3 billion is a lot of money. That's a big purse to spend and to allocate. And the key is to know where to spend it and what its benefit is going to be. I've been a resident of Fairfax County for 24 years. I'm a member and volunteer lobbyist with the Virginia Citizens Defense League, so I'm here to talk about Second Amendment. My rights are being threatened, but more important to you is that this is a major risk to the cost of government. And that cost of government translates down to the cost to us taxpayers. The governor has proposed, I've seen varying numbers. I've heard a lot of things being discussed today, but I looked at a couple of line items. $250 million for corrections and enforcement in 2020, and I think this figure is low. I think it underestimates the cost of these proposed gun laws. But more importantly is that it doesn't address the operational risk. Operational risk are those consequences that come down from implementing those in a straight line or a projected budget. I'm not going to lecture you on operational risk. But just as an example, I think that this number understates the actual cost of incarcerating one individual at $10,000, or I'm sorry, let's say 10,000 people wind up getting incarcerated because they're suddenly made felons and they get their guns collected or they're not cooperative. Let's say you have 10,000 additional prisoners. That's over $500 million annually. That's way under what the governor is actually estimated right now in excess. But either way, this whole venture is potentially wasteful, and I respectfully request that your committee, that before any legislation is funded, particularly those things that are derogatory towards Second Amendment rights and the citizens of the state of Virginia, that there be a detailed impact and risk assessment done at the county and the locality level, and that there be a fact-based justification for the cost savings and avoidance of the benefits that you expect out of this. Thank you very much.